All right, today is sight-in day. We're using Hornady. We're using 129 grain interlock. So we're going to sight those in with 3 bullets. Show you how to sight in a rifle with 3 bullets. And I got 3 targets. So there's sighting in and then there's practice. So the kid's going to practice. I'm going to do the sighting in. And we already did the laundry. All right, so here we are at the range. We're going to sight in our rifle with 3 shots. So let me describe the process to you. Shot number 1, we shoot at a target. We put the crosshairs on the bullseye, shoot at a target that's 20 yards away, or 25, whatever, something reasonably close. So no matter how far off your scope is, at least you're hitting the target. That's the only reason you do this close. Now that you've hit the target somewhere, it doesn't matter where, you put your rifle and set it up so that it's not going to move, and aim it at the bullseye again. So now you've got your rifle set up so it's not going to move, it's aimed at the bullseye, and then what you're going to do is you're going to adjust the crosshairs over and up so that they're exactly where that bullet hole was. Now what you've done is you've aligned your scope to point to exactly where the bullet went. Then you take a second shot at 20 yards, make sure it's right, and you might have to have a minor adjustment, and then you take a third shot at 100 yards and make a minor adjustment. Done. So that's what we're going to do. I'll set up in pistol range, but we'll shoot a rifle. 20 yards. Okay, slight problem. The scope is so far off, it missed completely my target the first time, so I'm putting targets on each side. I only brought 3 targets, so then I fished a couple out of the trash here. So if I go high or low, I'll know that that one and that one are there, but hopefully we can figure out where this bullet's going. So it's going to take more than 3. Okay, here's my bullet hole. And this is why you start at 20 yards. I got to go way over there. If that was 100 yards, I'd probably, I don't know, shoot the next house over or something. Wow, that's off. All right, we'll adjust it. Okay, getting closer. It's going to take more than 3 because it took a lot of cranking to get it from here way over to here. I went too far and it shifted up on me. So now we'll do the same thing. We'll aim at the center here and adjust the crosshairs up and over to hit that bullet hole. We'll shoot one more to make sure it's right. All right, we moved it from there to there. We just got a little bit more to go. If you had this in a gun vise, you'd be able to dial it right in, but I'm just using shooting bags, so there's a little bit of slop, so I got a little bit down to go. Okay, I don't want to show you this, but I'm going to. So this was my first shot, this was my second shot, I adjusted it, and then this was my third shot, and I thought, well, why is it there? So I took another shot, and that was my 4th shot. So I must have jerked on this one or something like that, but anyway, so I adjusted it back down. Hopefully the next one goes in the red here. This is 20 yards, this is pretty pathetic, but we'll get her. All right, and now we're back down here. So we're just a little bit to go. About an inch over and an inch down, probably. All right, so I went over, shot, and then went down and shot. So I got maybe another click or 2 to go down, and then we're good. So this is taking a lot longer than it should have, and a lot more bullets than 3. But the principle's the same. Shoot one, hold the center, move it over, and then shoot the next one. So now let's reach out to 100 yards and see how we do. All right, so here we are. And the first shot was up here, adjusted it down to here, and then down, I think, to this one. It's hard to tell. I shot 2, and then 1 click up. I think I got to go like 2 more clicks up. This is 2 shots right here, so I need to go 2 more clicks up, I think, to get right in the center there, and we'll call that good. All right, I'm going to call it. I'm having a hard time. I'm out of targets, and I keep hitting the same dang holes. So I'm going to go 1 more click down, 2 more clicks down probably, and call it a day here. So that's it. It took a lot more than 3 shells, but it's sighted in. So that 3-shot sight-in technique ended up taking almost a full box of shells. I think there's some operator error here. I don't know. but it should, you know, with 3 shots and, you know, a proper gun setup, you should be able to do it. You know, you take your first shot, and then you set your gun up where it won't move, and then adjust the scope. Now, if you have another person who can adjust the scope, that's great. I just had me, so I was reaching up, and every time I reached up to adjust the scope, it moved on me. So it was kind of hard to get that dialed in using that technique. But it got me close, right? I moved the first, I was, you know, over 14 inches off out of the box. So I'm not sure how it got that far off, but over 14 inches out of the, you know, over and then down, and then it was just dialing it in with the little clicks. And you know, that got a little hairy as I started hitting the same holes. It's hard to see at that distance with that scope, so it's hard to say I was right in the center, you know, because it's just a big thick crosshair in a 4.5 power scope at 100 yards. That's kind of hard to do. So I think it's way close enough. So tonight or this afternoon, my kid will take some practice shots, and we'll get it maybe dialed in a little bit more. So that's it for this video. Maybe we'll have one of the kids shoot. All right, bye.